one scientific truth. Science is turning into a religion right now. The science is not a religion. It's not supposed to be. Science should be a discussion, an open debate. In a democracy, there is a debate, period. If we don't have an open debate, it's not a democracy. And that's what we need to reclaim again, over and over.
Do you hear us? Yeah! Oh, God.
Awesome. Hello, everybody.
And I would like to introduce you to Mr. Matt Spalsbeek.
Hello, Robert Kennedy. It's a pleasure to meet you here on Zoom. I'm a former investment banker, and it was a total shock to me when I realized that the stories we hear about money creation was not true. But it is the privately owned banks that are creating money. And then I stumbled upon Executive Order 11,110 by your uncle, John F. Kennedy, who produced money the way it should be, by the government, for the people, debt-free money. We have now started a political party where we want to issue money the same way. And also I've been looking on Occupy Wall Street and the Yellow Vest movement in France. And I strongly believe that one of the reasons it's not working is because there's no political platform. So we are now working within the World Freedom Alliance to support and encourage political movements so that all the movements come together, but actually also have a plan for how we can get rid of the politicians who are starting wars left, right and center, poisoning our food, our air, our water, our medicine, and certainly also our vaccines. And because of John F. Kennedy, I wanted to have the initials JFK, and that stands for Earth, Freedom and Knowledge in Danish. And so we formed this political party, and we're actually launching it formally tomorrow. So it's just an immense honor and pleasure to meet you here on Zoom, Robert Kennedy. Yeah, thanks a lot for coming.
Well, first of all, thank you for including me with all these amazing people from the resistance. And I'm very, very heartened by what I see happening in Denmark, the commitment to human rights, civil rights, to democracy, to resistance, to this medical cartel, to the imposition of totalitarian controls and the creation now of the surveillance state. You were talking about my uncle, John Kennedy. And by the way, you're welcome to use the JFK. From my permission to use the JFK initials. He was asked what he wanted to be the marker, his epitaph on his gravestone. And he said he wanted it to be, he kept the peace. And he said the primary job of every American president is to keep the country out of war. He had been in a war himself, and he saw not only the brutality of war, but he also saw what war and global war and the waging of war does to civil society and to democracies.
Hello, my name is Mick Stott. I'm a grandfather, I'm a father, but I'm also an ex-soldier, and I served for 30 years. I'm here to speak to the veterans and the military people whom I've grown to love, know, and help. And what I would say is that we are in danger as a police force and a group of soldiers of becoming agents. We're becoming order followers. And I can say this to you from the heart, the most dangerous group of people that exist today are the ones that follow orders without questioning those orders. As veterans, we've been lied to for years. We know what that feels like. Veterans are the intermediary group of people that stand between the politicians and the people we signed up to protect and serve, as did police officers. So what I would say to veterans, serving soldiers, and the police people out there is remember why you signed your oath. Remember why you took that oath and why you took the shilling and you decided to fight abroad for these people. It's us that are going to step into that gap that exists to make sure that we fulfill our promise to our communities and to keep those communities what they're meant to be, which is a community. And I'm going to say to veterans out there, and you will totally understand this, but a civilian group might not understand this. I'm saying to you guys, get ready to stand too.
a lot of people are following orders and are wearing masks out of empathy, and they have good intentions. And they are doing it because they think that wearing a mask will help save grandma's life. But I can tell you, my grandma has been isolated for months. I call her every day, and I think it is absolutely devastating that she has to be isolated. And if I was an old man who grew up during fascism and war, I think I would take the chance and see my grandchildren and take the chance, maybe die happy rather than live as an isolated slave. I think that there are a lot of people here who are more qualified than I am to tell you about the virus or about law. We have here world-famous immunologists, virologists, doctors, researchers, and for that reason, I would like to talk about something else. My great-grandfather was in a concentration camp. My mother is from Moscow.